Before you scroll, give me just 1 minute. Because what you're about to hear could change the way you think about money, success, and even your own future. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth so effortlessly, while others keep working harder and harder but never break through? It's not luck, it's not talent, and it's definitely not coincidence. It's something far more powerful, something most people do every single day, but they do it wrong. Prayer, yes, prayer, but not the kind you've been taught to repeat without feeling. Not the kind filled with doubt, fear, or desperation. I'm talking about a different kind of prayer, a way of thinking, feeling, and believing that taps into a force within you that can completely transform your reality. What if I told you that the way you pray could be the very reason you're stuck, or the exact reason you finally become successful? What if your words, your thoughts, and your emotions, when aligned the right way, could begin to attract opportunities, money, and success into your life? In this video, you're not just going to hear motivation. You're going to discover a method, a mindset, a way of living that has the power to rewire how you think and change what you attract. So don't just listen, feel this, focus on this, and most importantly, stay until the end, because by the time this is over, you may never pray the same way again. The first keynote, faith as a force, is the foundation upon which all meaningful prayer is built. Because without faith, prayer becomes nothing more than empty words spoken into silence. Faith is not a passive feeling or a vague sense of hope. It is a powerful, active state of mind that carries certainty, conviction, and expectation. When a person prays with true faith, they are not asking as if they are lacking, but declaring as if what they desire is already in motion and inevitably coming into reality. This shift transforms prayer from a desperate request into a commanding mental signal that impresses the subconscious mind. The subconscious does not evaluate whether something is logically possible. It simply accepts what is repeatedly impressed upon it with strong belief and emotional intensity. Faith acts as the delivery system for this impression, turning thoughts into deeply rooted beliefs that guide behavior, decisions, and perception. When faith is strong, it eliminates internal resistance such as doubt, fear, and uncertainty, which are the very forces that block progress and repel opportunities. It creates alignment between what a person desires and what they truly expect to receive, and this alignment influences how they act in the world. A person filled with faith moves differently, speaks differently, and reacts differently because they are no longer controlled by hesitation or second guessing. This energy is noticeable and often attracts people, opportunities, and circumstances that match that level of certainty. Faith also sustains persistence, allowing a person to continue moving forward even when results are not immediately visible, because they are convinced that the outcome is already secured in an unseen form. This unwavering belief strengthens focus and keeps the mind fixed on the desired outcome rather than temporary obstacles. Over time, this repeated focus combined with emotional certainty reshapes habits, decisions, and actions in ways that naturally lead toward the achievement of goals. Faith, therefore, is not just a spiritual concept, but a practical mental force that directs attention, builds resilience, and conditions the mind to recognize and seize opportunities that others might overlook due to doubt or fear. The second keynote, clarity of desire, is the starting point of all achievement because the mind cannot move towards something that is vague, undefined, or uncertain. When a person lacks clarity, their thoughts become scattered, their energy is divided, and their actions lose direction, resulting in effort without meaningful progress. A clear desire, on the other hand, acts like a precise target that focuses the mind and channels all mental and emotional energy toward a single outcome. It is not enough to simply want more money or a better life, because such general wishes do not create a strong enough impression on the subconscious mind. The desire must be specific, detailed, and measurable, defining exactly what is wanted, why it is wanted, and what one is willing to give in return. This level of clarity strengthens intention and creates a sense of purpose that drives consistent action. When the mind clearly understands what it is aiming for, it begins to organize thoughts, ideas, and opportunities around that objective, filtering out distractions that do not align with it. Clarity also intensifies emotional attachment, making the desire more real and compelling, which increases motivation and persistence. Without a clearly defined goal, it is easy to become discouraged or distracted by temporary setbacks. But with clarity, there is a constant reminder of the end result that keeps the individual focused. This focused state influences decision-making as choices are evaluated based on whether they move the person closer to or further from their desired outcome. Over time, this disciplined focus builds momentum, turning small, consistent actions into significant progress. Clarity of desire also communicates a strong message to the subconscious mind, reinforcing belief and expectation, which in turn shapes behavior and perception. It allows a person to recognize opportunities that align with their goal, opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. This process creates a powerful feedback loop where clear desire leads to focused thought leads to purposeful action, and purposeful action produces results that further strengthen belief and determination. The third keynote, emotional intensity, is the element that gives life and power to prayer, because without emotion, words remain weak and fail to create a lasting impression on the subconscious mind. Emotion acts as an amplifier, transforming a simple thought into a deeply embedded belief that influences behavior, perception, and results. When a person prays with strong feeling, whether it is excitement, gratitude, confidence, or determination, they are sending a clear and forceful signal to their inner mind, telling it that this desire is important, real, and worthy of attention. The subconscious mind responds far more to feelings than to logic, and it is this emotional charge that allows an idea to move from the surface level of thinking into the deeper levels where habits and automatic responses are formed. When emotional intensity is present, the mind begins to visualize more vividly, creating mental images that feel almost real, which strengthens belief and expectation. This process conditions the individual to act in ways that align with the desired outcome, often without conscious effort. In contrast, when prayer is spoken without feeling, it lacks impact and fails to overcome internal resistance such as doubt or fear. Emotional intensity also builds a sense of urgency and commitment, pushing a person to take consistent action rather than delaying or hesitating. It fuels persistence, allowing individuals to continue forward even when faced with challenges, because the emotional connection to the goal remains strong and compelling. Over time, this repeated combination of thought and emotion reshapes the subconscious programming, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones that support growth and success. Emotional intensity also influences how a person communicates and interacts with others, often making them more persuasive, confident, and attractive to opportunities. It creates a magnetic presence that reflects conviction and certainty, which can inspire trust and cooperation from those around them. This emotional alignment ensures that thoughts, feelings, and actions are working together in harmony, creating a powerful internal state that naturally moves toward achievement and fulfillment. The fourth keynote, gratitude in advance, is a powerful mental and emotional practice that transforms the way the mind perceives and responds to desire, because it shifts the individual from a state of lack into a state of possession. Most people wait to feel grateful until after they receive what they want. But this approach keeps them mentally focused on what is missing, reinforcing feelings of scarcity and delay. When gratitude is expressed in advance, it creates the internal experience of already having achieved the desired outcome, which sends a strong and consistent message to the subconscious mind. This message reduces resistance, because the mind begins to accept the desired result as natural and expected, rather than distant or uncertain. Gratitude generates positive emotions such as joy, appreciation, and confidence, and these emotions strengthen belief while weakening doubt and fear. As the mind becomes accustomed to feeling grateful for something that has not yet appeared in physical form, it starts to operate as if the result is already part of reality, influencing thoughts, decisions, and behaviors in subtle but significant ways. This internal shift encourages actions that align with success, often leading to opportunities, connections, and ideas that support the desired outcome. Gratitude in advance also increases awareness, allowing a person to notice progress and possibilities that might otherwise be overlooked when focusing on what is lacking. It creates a sense of abundance that expands perception, making it easier to recognize value and potential in situations that once seemed ordinary or insignificant. This expanded awareness can lead to better decisions and more effective use of resources, further accelerating progress toward goals. Over time, the repeated practice of feeling grateful before receiving conditions the subconscious mind to expect positive results, building a strong sense of certainty and trust in the process. This expectation influences how challenges are interpreted, often turning obstacles into opportunities for growth rather than reasons to quit. The consistent emotional state of gratitude also affects interactions with others, often creating a more positive and cooperative environment that supports advancement and success. The fifth keynote, consistency and repetition, is the mechanism through which thoughts are transformed into lasting beliefs and automatic patterns of behavior. Because the subconscious mind is shaped not by occasional effort, but by repeated exposure to the same ideas and emotions over time. A single prayer or moment of belief, no matter how strong, is rarely enough to create a permanent impression, because it is often overpowered by habitual thoughts of doubt, fear, and limitation that have been reinforced for years. Consistency ensures that the desired thought is introduced again and again, gradually replacing old patterns with new ones that support growth and success. Repetition strengthens neural pathways in the brain, making certain thoughts more dominant and easier to access, which in turn influences perception, decision-making, and action. When a person repeatedly prays with focus, belief, and emotional intensity, they are effectively training their mind to accept a new reality as normal and achievable. This repeated conditioning reduces internal resistance, as the mind becomes familiar with the idea and no longer treats it as unrealistic or distant. Over time, the repeated message becomes a belief, and that belief begins to guide behavior in a natural and automatic way. Consistency also builds discipline, which is essential for maintaining focus in the face of distractions, setbacks, and temporary failures. Without consistent practice, it is easy to lose momentum and revert to old habits. But repetition keeps the mind aligned with the desired outcome, even during challenging periods. It creates a rhythm that stabilizes thought patterns and reinforces commitment, ensuring that progress continues even when motivation fluctuates. This steady reinforcement also increases confidence, as the individual becomes more certain of their direction and less influenced by external negativity or internal doubt. As repetition continues, the mind begins to filter information in a way that supports the repeated belief, noticing opportunities, ideas, and resources that align with the goal while ignoring what does not. This selective attention strengthens the connection between thought and reality, making it easier to take effective action and achieve results that reflect the repeated mental focus. The sixth keynote, aligned action, is the element that turns thought and prayer into tangible results, because without action, even the strongest belief remains inactive and unexpressed in the physical world. While prayer conditions the mind and shapes internal reality, it is action that translates that internal state into external achievement. Aligned action means that every step taken, every decision made, and every effort applied is consistent with the desired outcome, creating a direct connection between intention and behavior. When a person's actions are aligned with their prayers, there is no internal conflict, no hesitation caused by doubt, and no contradiction between what they say they want and what they actually do. This alignment produces clarity and efficiency, allowing energy to be focused rather than scattered. It also builds momentum, as each small action contributes to progress and reinforces belief in the possibility of success. The subconscious mind plays a critical role in this process, as it influences instincts, reactions, and choices based on the beliefs it has accepted. When those beliefs are strong and positive, they naturally guide a person toward actions that support growth and opportunity, often without the need for constant conscious effort. Aligned action also requires courage, because moving forward often involves uncertainty, risk, and the possibility of failure. However, when belief and desire are strong, this fear is reduced, making it easier to take decisive steps. It is through action that opportunities are recognized and seized, because opportunities rarely appear fully formed. They reveal themselves through movement, effort, and engagement. Consistent action also creates feedback, allowing a person to learn, adapt, and improve, which increases effectiveness over time. Without action, there is no feedback, no growth, and no progress, regardless of how strong the internal belief may be. As aligned action continues, it builds confidence, as each step taken proves that progress is possible and that the desired outcome is within reach. This growing confidence further strengthens belief, creating a cycle where thought leads to action, action leads to results, and results reinforce thought, steadily moving the individual toward the realization of their goals. In conclusion, the path to wealth is not hidden in luck or chance, but in the disciplined alignment of your mind, your emotions, and your actions. When you pray with true faith, you activate a force within you that refuses to accept limitation. When your desire is clear, your mind gains direction and purpose. When you add emotional intensity, your thoughts gain power and influence. When you practice gratitude in advance, you shift into a state of abundance that attracts more of the same. When you remain consistent and repeat your belief daily, you reprogram your inner world for success. And when you take aligned action, you transform all of this inner power into real, visible results. Each of these principles works together, not separately, forming a complete system that moves you from wishing to achieving, from hoping to knowing, and from dreaming to possessing, Now as you move forward, carry this understanding with you and apply it with commitment and confidence. May your faith grow stronger each day, may your vision become clearer, and may your actions bring you closer to the life you truly desire. Good luck on your journey toward success and abundance, and thank you for taking the time to invest in your growth and your future.